Okay, hello there. This is my battle preps for week 6 of the Not So Casual Pokemon League. As you can see here, we've got Dalton Blaze's team we're playing against. It is a rain team. This season we legalized Archaludon, or specifically its signature move, Electro Shot. So Dalton has taken advantage of that. He's got Pelipper, Mega Swampert as a sweeper, Urshifu as a breaker, Archaludon as another breaker, Kingdra as like another Swift Swimmer, really just kind of loading up on all the typical rain staples. Swift Swimmer, more Swift Swim. Paid a lot for offense, so got Pharaoh's Seed for your sort of fire-weak defensive Pokemon that really just appreciates rain being up. Also, I got Pharaoh Thorn, so he doesn't have that. And then, interestingly enough, the team has Darkrai, which isn't like a typically common rain Pokemon, but I believe it gets Thunder, which is kind of scary. And also, it's just, good, fast, strong offense that can be a little hard to resist when you're focusing so much on beating the water types. My team, same as usual, our Legless Legion. Got Clamora, Hydrapple, Ferrothorn, Big Thundurus, Latios, all that. I feel solid about my matchup this week, largely because Vanillix is a really nice low tier, and being able to cancel out rain with its own weather is great. Also, this team, as most rain teams do, gets completely bodied by Freeze Dry. So we're definitely bringing Vanillix, but let's just get into what I brought. So, here we go. Thundurus is, pretty straightforward this week, just big clicker, Focus Blast, really nice for Archaludon because it's boosting its physical defense and stamina, but its special defense isn't going up, so, don't miss, but Expert Belt Focus Blast does quite a bit to it. Grass Knot is so we can kill Mega Swampert. Sunny Day I have, because with Prankster we can just turn one of the Swimmer's weathers against it right before it gets to attack, which will also weaken its water moves and take away its speed boost, so that next turn we're faster. And then once Mega Swampert does fall, we can just, and I guess if there's no Jolteon, we can just click Volt Switch pretty freely. So we have that. Latios I have as essentially just Draco spam. The only resist is Pharaoh's Seed, who gets chewed up by Aura Sphere, and also is kind of a tough break versus me, I think. Other than that, we just click Draco over and over and get a kill pretty much every time we get this in on something slower than it. I thought about doing Luster Purge over Aura Sphere, but for a sort of mid-ground button, there aren't really many Psychic resists either. It's basically just Archaludon and Darkrai, but Aura Sphere covers the Darkrai switch in better. It's also nice to have versus Archaludon in case we don't want to drop our special attack. I don't know, I might switch to Luster Purge before the game. It's pretty good, it's very spammable here, which I like. Could honestly just do Dragon Pulse. We'll see. Guess it depends on how I feel about Pharaoh Seed. Anyways, Vanillix here is, as I mentioned earlier, just incredible against rain. It's Freeze Dry is great. Getting rid of the weather is great. Just really nice ice spammer. Flash Cannon is in case he does bring Beartick. It could look to use Vanillix's Snow against it, so I want to make sure I'm not letting it in for free with Vanillix. And then Aurora Veil, sometimes it's nice to, let's say we're in some situation where Darkrai's in the end game and we don't have, a guaranteed kill with Blizzard or something, it might be nice to just do Scarf Aurora Veil and then switch out. Plus, also, there really just isn't a better fourth move here. Hydrapple with Assault Vest lives a lot of things that you might not expect. It lives Darkrai Ice Beam if it's not Specs. So that's pretty solid. Quake over Earth Power is because Jolteon might start Calm Minding. And otherwise, I'm just, like I mentioned with Latios, this team is pretty weak to Dragon, so I'm just going to spam a bunch of Dragon moves. Do pretty good damage like that. It doesn't really do well against Pharaoh Seed, but again, I have answers for it. Muck is here because Darkrai's a threat. Really, Dark Spam is scary. I need to have an answer into it. Muck with Assault Vest can take a hit a few times, and I can try to chip it, maybe poison it with Pursuit, which would be pretty cool. And, Drain Punch covers some good switch-ins, getting rid of items to do a knockoff. It's just, it's Muck, it's a good Pokemon. Ferrothorn is a very interesting set here. It's essentially, so 100 special attack Thunder kills Pelipper that isn't specially defensive, and because of rain, it's always going to hit. Thunder also covers the Urshifu switch in very well, which is nice. And then between Body Press and Thunder, we hit this team pretty well. Funny enough, we don't really hit Swampert very well, but Swampert doesn't hit us too well, and we have a Leech Seed Protect. Plus, you know, he doesn't know we're not Power Whip, so there's always a threat of that. So yeah, mostly just plan to try to 1-for-1 and just trade up as much as I can. I feel like Latios is very good at this matchup at trading up, and then the scariest thing is definitely Darkrai, which is why we have AV Muck to switch in. Yeah, I might, you might see a little change to Latios's moveset before the game, but besides that, this is the team I'm going to roll with. So yeah, see you when the game starts. Hope you enjoy.